Good morning, everybody. My name's John Corelli, and it is January 1st, 2021. 2020, we got through it, I guess. It was a rough year, but they're all rough years, guys. It's kind of, yeah, coronavirus is crazy, but so were, there were a lot of things going on this year. I think maybe as humanity, we didn't take it very well, did we? We can do better. If we all just understand we're in this thing together, maybe make some common sense compromises for each other, we'll do okay. But this is a new year for me, and as always, people do new things on the new year. I'm going to try to eat better. I'm going to try to write my second book. I'm going to try to be a better parent. I'm pretty good at that. I think I'm well vested as a parent. Love my two kids. They're both living with me. You just try to do better every year. I'm 53. A lot of people at 53 say, I don't need to get better. I'm fine the way I am. No, you're not. You can do better. I don't care who you are. Barack Obama can do better. Everyone can do better. No one's perfect, so that's what I'm trying to do. I'm going to try to write more. I'm going to try to do this thing. And I understand if nobody listens, it's fine. This is my midlife crisis. This is how you get through a midlife crisis without having to buy a ragtop Porsche and grow out a ponytail. You create. And so this isn't a big creation, but I am, like I said, I'm writing. I've been getting back into portrait painting with acrylic on canvas, so that's kind of a cool thing I'm doing. Just trying to get out and keep doing stuff, keep moving. I'm lucky because I come from three parents. I have a stepfather as well as a regular father, and you got the three of them are busybodies, and I'm so thankful for it. They can't sit still, and I'm the same way generally. I got to keep moving, and that's the reason I don't weigh 300 pounds. I only weigh 220 because I eat whatever the hell I want, and luckily I move enough that it doesn't just stick to me and turn me into Jabba the Hutt. Another resolution, by the way, is to lose about 30 pounds. Having said all that, I'm going to try and do one of these videos every day for the whole year. I'll probably get 3 days in and fail. That's okay. It's okay to try and fail, right? I'm going to call these average guy opinions because I'm pretty average, I think, for the most part. I'm an average white guy with a 4-year degree, and I've done average things. I got married when I was 30 like the average white guy probably does. I do... I'm just an average dude, I try to be reasonable. I'm pretty far left as far as politically, but outside of that, I am just an average guy. And so I'm going to call these guys average guy opinions. And what I'm usually going to try to do is give an opinion or just talk a little bit about what happened the day before. Like, for example, obviously today's New Year's. Last night was New Year's Eve, the last day of 2020. A lot of people are happy to see it go. I mean, I don't have a choice. I've always thought, oh, happy to see that year go, happy to see that day go. Well, it's going to happen because the planet circles the sun, and my stupid cat is barging in, so I'm going to go get him. I'll be right back. Come here, you little pain in the ass. All right. He will probably make appearances. He might jump right in through the phone because the phone is on my dresser. My window looking out on the street so I get good light is right here. Yeah, you need to be quiet. But that's Boba, my little cat. He's a good guy, actually. He's just a pain in the ass. Needs attention like everyone else does in this world. Go ahead, don't knock over the phone. Go ahead, your window awaits. So, yesterday, like I mentioned, was this fucking cat. Yesterday was New Year's Eve. Time most people reassess, we tried to take stock of our lives. It reminds me of an old movie called Grosse Point Blank, one of my favorites. That John Cusack plays he's an assassin, and Minnie Driver's in it. And Minnie Driver plays his long lost girlfriend from the high school days, and she's now like the local GJ in their local little town of Grosse Point, and she's mentioning the high school reunion that's coming up. That John Cusack's shrink, who is awesomely played by Alan Arkin, says, yeah, go to it. Try not to kill anybody. But Minnie Driver, as she's starting to spin a record, one of her cool old 90s records, excuse me, starts to say, okay, I know a lot of you come to these these reunions to take stock of your life. She says, do me a favor, leave your livestock at home. I've always thought that was cute, a little funny play on words. As many of you know, I do comedy, or at least try to, and you need to go here. Thank you. You will be seeing little cameos from Boba, I'm quite sure. Anyway, quick recap, not of 2020, the whole year. I'm just going to try to talk about things that happened the day before, maybe even the day of. Like I said, average white guy opinions. I'm going to go for 10 minutes, and hopefully if you guys even take a look for a minute, that's thrilling to me. And even if nobody watches these, it's kind of for me anyway. It's like I said, it's like a good way to create and avoid a real midlife crisis where I spend money I don't have, try to hit on women I shouldn't be with, all that stupid shit. So, yesterday was New Year's Eve. At about 9 o'clock, this was kind of a fun thing I did this year that I hadn't done in a long time. And my kids are 16 and 22, so to be honest, they're kind of old for it, but they went for it. It was kind of nice. We would, starting on the 15th, 17th of December, we every day got in the car and just drove around and looked at Christmas lights. We go to different sections of town, and just, that was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it a lot. The kids liked it. We played Christmas music in the car. We had some good discussions about even stuff that was politically relevant at the time, talking a lot about our favorite Senator Mitch McConnell and stuff like that. But that was nice to just go out and do that with the kids. And last night we lit some fireworks. We did it at 9 o'clock because we don't want to be those guys that some people sleep. Just because it's New Year's doesn't mean you have to stay up till midnight. It's not a law. So we did it early. We went to the church parking lot where it was the safest place to do it, and lit off some Roman candles and cleaned up and came back home. And when I got back home, I tootled around on Facebook a little while I was watching a movie with my youngest son. And this all of a sudden viral video was up about the Tulsa, Mississippi State game. And I'm sure a lot of you saw this, where there was a brawl at the end of the game. And I always laugh when there are brawls at the end of football games or within football games. Any football brawl makes me laugh. And I'll tell you why. Because for the most part, it's not like a hockey brawl, which if you want to brawl, you should do it hockey style. Take off your fucking helmet, take off your gloves, here we go. Mano a mano, one-on-one, here we go. And everyone else stands around. When one of the guys goes down, the refs get in and they peel them apart and say, okay, go back to your benches. Not a football fight. You've seen it. It gets ridiculous. You got guys with helmets on. What's getting hurt? Your hand. That's it. I see guys punching guys in the helmet. I'm like, okay. And not only that, this particular year, it was like the Armed Forces Bowl, and there's no one there. Who's watching this? Nobody. Maybe people on TV, but there is no crowd to watch you guys brawl. And then this one guy got on Instagram. I don't know his full name. His last name was Heath. He wore number 4 for the Mississippi State Bulldogs, and I'm going to call him out. He's a pussy, because a lot of guys were going after number 7. I don't know his name. I just watched the clip a couple times, but all these guys are going after number 7, and he ended up down on the Mississippi State bench. And this number 4 guy goes flying in and does a kick right in the middle of his back, which probably didn't even hurt him because you got shoulder pads that go down your back. And then runs away and raises his arm in the middle of the field like he's fucking Rocky. I'm like, you're not Rocky. You're a pussy. You kicked a guy who was down in the back and then sprinted away in your full pads and helmet. You're a pussy, Heath. And if you want to beat me up sometime, bring it on. I'm sure he's going to see this video like maybe one other person will. Anyway, I'm up to 9 minutes. That was just my opinion on football brawls. I hope you all had a good New Year. I hope you did whatever you had to do to get through it, because this is life and that's what we do. We get through it. I'm lucky. I don't have to drink or smoke weed or I'll get started on edibles some other day. I can't handle them. That's just the way it is. But I hope you have a great 2021. I hope your 2020, I know it was rough on all of us, but hey, we're lucky. We're Americans. Really, a lot of us got to just spend it in our homes and be safe. I got lucky. I didn't have to work. I got basically a paid vacation. I got to spend more time with my kids. I published a book last year. 2020 wasn't that bad for me. Okay, so I'm closing on 10 minutes. I hope it was somewhat thought-provoking. I hope to see you guys soon, and I hope to see you tomorrow. Have a great new year, everybody. Bye.